What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, James?
Hey, man. Hey, glad to have you here. Hey, for you all, we're here with another episode of James Massey Live, where we're interviewing agents that's killing it within the industry in order to provide tremendous value to a real estate agent that's looking to grow and actually build. And I'm here with my good buddy Morris Wyatt, man. I'm telling you, y'all in for a treat today. This dude knows what he's talking about. But Morris, like for everybody that might not know you, right?
Yep.
Kind of give them a little backstory, man, how you got into real estate.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you again for having me, man. I enjoy listening to your podcast and glad to be a part of it.
Appreciate you,
But
brother.
yeah. So I actually started my real estate career right after college. Actually, um, it's one of those things where I had gone straight into corporate America after I graduated college, and I was there probably like a year, and I saw this one particular lady. She got laid off, man, after having like 30 years, and just the cry that she had, man, it woke me up. Like I was like, what in the world is going on? Like, I never had seen that before. You know what I mean? Like a lot of folks just quit their job or leave or whatever and be good, but she was like, that was the only thing that she had done over the last 30 years, man. So immediately I said, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket like that. I don't want to be in a position where somebody tells me they're cutting off my income, right? So I was thinking, like, what am I passionate about? What do I like to do? I'd already always have grown up around real estate because my dad he was an agent and he owned property, and my granddad owned property. So I always kind of grew up digging holes and helping them repair the houses and things like that. So I said, well, let me just kind of explore that opportunity a little bit more. So me and a good friend of mine, we actually started wholesaling real estate back in like 2003. And this was after I purchased my first home. I thought I was ready to rock and roll after purchasing my first home. And so he and I started wholesaling. And man, I made like a $10,000 check with just referring the house, and it was a wrap from there. It was a wrap from there, man. So from that point on, about 2003 to 2008, man, it was amazing. Like it was amazing, man. I never did. I was like really making more money than I was making at my job. But then 2008 came and rocked my world, man. It was one of those things where the investors I was working with that had been in the industry for a long time, they were like, man, we have never seen anything like this. So that was scary itself because I was expecting people that were in the business to have experienced this roller coaster, right? But they were like, no, not this deep. We'll get some bad time, good time, but not like this, man. So that woke me up. And I said, what can I do to stay relevant in the industry? And I said, I love real estate. I don't want to get out just because we had a rough ride. How can I stay relevant? So I ended up getting my real estate license, which was a blessing. I was able to continue, helping buyers, sellers, investors. In 2015, I got my broker's license. 2016, I started a small team here in Atlanta. That's right around the time I actually met you, as a matter of fact. And from there, it's been a blessing for me, man.
Love it, dude. Love it. I mean, it's a trip how, like I always tell people, I mean, you can look at where you're going based upon people that have been doing it longer than you. And
Yeah.
if that's not the direction you want to go in, you got to make a different choice. And that's
Mhm.
pretty much what you did. You looked at this, you looked at somebody, you looked at, their situation. They've been there, like you said, 30 years, and you was like, that ain't gonna be me. you know?
Hey, no, man, that was a bad feeling, man. I felt sorry for the lady.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, it was one of those things that like it was a teachable moment because like you saw yourself in that and you start making those adjustments. So, um, yeah, man, that's freaking awesome, man. So, all right, so we're gonna kind of get into our topic today, which is how to immediately get into production, right? And you know how it is, man. We talk to agents all the time. It's like, man, like how are you doing what you're doing? Like you said,
Yeah.
you got to the point, you got your team going and everything like that. What are some of the things that you can give advice to an agent that is needing to get into production that they can do like right now today?
All right, so when I'm speaking with agents, because I help mentor agents as well. One of the things I like to start out with, which is very important, man, is mindset. All right, we got to start with mindset first, because real estate is a brutal business, man. It looks good, it looks glamorous and everything like that, man, but it's a real roller coaster. I had a call last night with a lady, and she's going through this where her closing is next Friday. They hadn't even ordered the appraisal yet. So she's freaking out and going. But like I told her, that's a part of the business. Adjust, and let's just make it happen. But having the mindset to want to do this, having the mindset that you have to treat this serious. You can't just come in and think that you're going to be productive and you're not doing the things to be productive. If you think you're just going to get your license and your family members are going to start working with you, that's not the case. All right. So I always like to make sure that they understand the mindset first, man, and try to stay positive. One of the things I picked up actually this year from a good friend of mine, she's been helping me with mindset and positive thinking. And I share this with the agents on my team, man, because this really has changed the way I start my day. Like now I'm starting my day on a positive note, positive thinking. So even throughout the day, if something negative happens or something is not going right on a transaction or something, I can revert back to that positive thinking. So I always like to start there. Next, I like to talk about with agents is goal setting. And I like to say, think big. You want to think big, because one of the things that I kind of learned was, if you ask for $1 million and get $500,000, you're good, right? so I always think big, man. Always set goals, and have stretch goals. Always make your goals, don't have one big, I want to just make $1 million. That's cool as your overall goal, but have small milestones that you can reach and feel good about reaching them to help push you to the next one. So, make your daily goals, make your weekly goals, make your quarterly goals, things like that you can set for yourself, so that when you meet those goals, you're feeling accomplished and it's kicking you in overdrive, to keep going. So that mindset goal setting is what I like to start out with agents, because if you don't really have that, you're not going to understand everything else when it comes to the next part that I like to talk about, which is, starting to brand yourself as the real estate expert.
Man, it's funny, dude, because like I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but
go ahead.
Like that goal thing that you just talked about, it is so key, man. I've had like tons of conversations with agents, and I said, all right, so what's the goal? Like, well, I want to make $70,000. I want to make $50,000. I want to make $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that number is. But like you said, like if you set it big, and then like what they say, if you aim for the moon, but if you hit the star, you land on the stars, you still a lot further. And you gotta do that. It is a mind shift with that, because like you're asking the questions like, hey, what do you want to achieve? They didn't say what was possible. They say something like well, being realistic, I probably want to get to like, no, I didn't say realistic. I said where you want to be, right? But no, I just wanted to highlight that part as being super important, what you was talking about, starting this thing off. So
definitely important, man. And you can't skip over that step. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when you like start working with coaches and mentors and things, and they're asking you those things, and I know some people like, well, I don't have a clue, what I want to do or what, but you have to have the address to put into the GPS for it to tell you where to go. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have the address, everybody's clueless and everybody just here. I don't know what direction to send you in. I don't know what to tell you. So you can't skip over that, man. I think it's very important. And And then, like I said, I always like another thing that I like to highlight with getting in production, right? And that a lot of agents skip over is the personal branding. That was one of the things that I learned, when I first started my team. My broker at that time taught us about, the importance of branding yourself for business, right? Leads are easy. And people say, well, shit, if they easy, give me leads then, right? But but I'll explain that in a minute. Leads are easy though, but you want to brand yourself because one of the things that Zillow has shown you is that they can control your income. Right. By doing their flex program and choosing the agents they want to work with and all of it, they can control. So you don't want to be in that same situation like I was in corporate America where somebody can control your destiny like that. So personal branding can take time. People got to know, like, and trust you, as we always say. So you just not gonna get your license, jump on social media because you think you are a real estate, a social media influencer or something like that, and people are just gonna know, like, and trust you. It's a process to it. Some people are unicorns where they'll jump out there first year, sell, 50 homes, 100 homes. That happens, but it's not the majority. So a lot of people need to understand, what do I need to do to brand myself now so that I can start attracting business through my own sphere, right? Because you're going to run out of your mama, your cousins, your sisters. You're going to run out of those people. So you need to build you a following of people that have known you or are getting to know you to start, attracting business that way. So personal branding is another thing that I say is an initial step that you must take, during this process of generating like now business, right?
Yep. Nah, man, I think you spot on with that, dude. It's a trip because I know early on when I first started, I didn't want my face on a real estate sign. I was thinking that was a negative thing. And then somebody was like, "No, man, like you are the brand. Your face is, you're it. They're gonna want to get connected to you." And like even doing stuff like this, like you gotta get away from yourself and be vulnerable so people can get to know you so they can actually want to do business with you. But you've been doing such a good job with that, man. I'm seeing you all over the place now.
Hey, man, thank you. What I learned, man, is like I think we are so critical on ourselves, man. A lot of times we're looking like, my hair not cut right, my shirt not fitting right, and people are not even looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Like you would ask somebody and they didn't even pay it any attention. So what I kind of learned is that people like, to be authentic. That's what they want to see. They want to see like the real you. They want to see you mess up on a word. They want to see you, say something that may question their, thought process at times. Things like that, man, because that's what keeps people interested in trying to hear what you have to say next. If you get up there like a robot, sound like you're on the news and everything is perfect and you script reading and stuff like that, it gets boring. You know what I'm saying? So I say just be yourself when it comes to that social media. Have a plan though. That's another thing that I'm learning, man. I have some real good people around me, and that's one to highlight. Let me just highlight that as well, man. Like you can't do this alone, and that's what I've learned as well, man. You can't do this alone. You really need a team of people around you, and I am blessed and fortunate, man, where I took a DISC personality test. That's a personality test that people use to just kind of try to figure out what their personality styles are like. And the personality style that came back for me is, like a stable type of style, right? So if things are steady and stable, I'm happy, right? But what I have seen and learned over the years is that with that style, I have some great ideas. I mean, man, I'm talking like, man, I want to do this, I want to do that. That sounds good. But then I look up next month and I haven't even started, to go in that direction, right? Because I'm comfortable. So I have surrounded myself, man, with people that have other personality types to push the gas and the drive. So I'm thankful for these people that surround me, man. You, Levi, Denisha, Marcus, all of these people that are around me, man, that take some of the ideas that I may have, but move them forward. And so getting into business and real estate, man, like once you learn your style, I suggest you take your DISC personality style. Once you learn your style, associate yourself around those people that can help push you, to that next level, man. That's huge, man, because you all have really challenged me, man, and have grown, my business just by the circle of influence that I'm around too, man. So thank everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it does matter, dude. Like who you associate with, who you get around, within your business, and this absolutely has everything to do about getting in production. Because I mean, if you're around a whole bunch of people that are not doing anything, guess what? You're gonna be the next person that's not doing something. So,
Yeah, complaining about everything, everything's not working. So instead of something not working and complaining, these people that I'm around see something that's not working and fix it. That makes a difference, man. You know what I'm saying?
yep, definitely, man. So, all right,
Yep.
so let's kind of get into like the whole process of like like you mentioned about leads being easy, and
hmm
most people don't see it that way. Like why do you or what do you consider easy, and what are some of the things that you're doing right now for lead generation?
Yep. So good question, man. So for me, what the reason why I say leads are easy because if you got $10, you can buy a lead. As a matter of fact, some of the lead generation that Tamara has set me up with, shit, if I got $2.50, I can get a lead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how inexpensive leads can be today. So buying the lead is, that's not hard. All you got to do is raise your hand and say, "Hey, I'm looking to buy leads," and trust me, your phone gonna be blowing up, right? Because everybody gonna try to sell their leads, man. But one of the things that I like to say is not necessarily attracting or generating the lead, but in order to be efficient, you got to know how to convert that lead, right? Because you can have a database of 50,000, or let's just say realistic, you can have a database of 100 leads, but if you don't know how to convert those leads, you won't even get your average, which is 10% closing rate. You won't even get that one person from your 100 people. So more than just getting a lead by buying a lead or something like that. I like to also focus on when we get that lead, what do we do? How do we handle it? How do we control the conversation? How do we set ourselves apart from all of the other agents out here? So those are the things that I like to teach. But as far as your lead generation, of course you can buy them. Some of the things that we do here in our mentorship is teach people how to tap into their spear first. Like why wouldn't you go and let everybody that knows you know what you do? You know what I'm saying? But some people don't. Some people just think, "Oh, I got my license. My uncle knows I got my license." No, it's probably 10 real estate agents come across his page in a day that's probably promoting themselves much, much more than you are. So it's not that he didn't love his niece. It's just that he didn't see you at that time when he thought about the real estate. So we like to always stay in front of our spirit, let them know everywhere you go. Man, one of the things that I've grown, or I see as I, grown through this business, man, is like when I go to family functions and everything like that, that's where people know me by. Morris and real estate. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I put it in their face enough through settle type of marketing things. So we might have a family event and I might bring my refrigerator magnets and give them out. You know what I'm saying? I might, I may stand around in the circle, and as soon as somebody says anything about real estate, I'm taking control of the situation or the conversation rather. You know what I'm saying? Like letting them know my authority in the business, man. So definitely tap into, your spear is the first thing. And again, like I said, with the prospecting, as far as lead generation through social media, through advertising, through buying leads, things like that. But another thing that a lot of agents don't look at is like your open houses. If you have an open house plan, you can go out and do, 1 or 2 open houses a week, and you can generate a couple of leads just by doing the open house the correct way. And it doesn't even have to be your house. You know what I'm saying? So you can throw it out there in your real estate company, or, figure out, you can actually go, one of the techniques that we share is, you might go on there, pull your new listings, right? If you don't see that they had an open house, reach out to the agent. Hey, I would love to host an open house for you. You know what I'm saying? Would that be okay? You might get 10 no's to the 1 yes, but that 1 yes can potentially bring in a $10,000 check for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of agents, I think, skip over the open house simply because they may not have a plan. They may not know what to do. But that's one of the things. That's another way, that we help, agents generate free business. And then, of course, through your social media efforts and marketing and branding yourself again through the social media, very important, man. But those are some free ways that you can actually get going like today. So if you don't have anything going on, if you can start implementing some of those today, I guarantee you'll start getting conversations. And from the conversations, you just need to learn how to turn them into conversion.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody knows, or some people know, like the issue is not a money problem. Like a lot of people think it's a money problem, but it's not a money problem. It's a people problem. You just need to get in front of more people. I mean, that's how you grow your business. I mean, that's how you actually start to build yourself. You just got to get to the point where you just need more folks to actually communicate with.
That's it. That's why a lot of people get discouraged, is they just not talking to enough people. They talk to 10 people and they like, well, dang, I didn't get anything out of it. But really, you might need to talk to 100 people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You might have to talk to 500 people. So you just got to keep going, man. And that's why I said I like to start with mindset, so I can let them know that it's not like TV. It's not going to be this person drives up in the driveway, you show them 3 houses and tell them to pick one. It's definitely not like that, man. And it's so many agents, man, especially in my area. We have so much competition, so many agents. Like, you got to set yourself apart. You have to brand yourself, and you have to be different, because other than that, you're gonna fall right into that pool of door openers, is what people kind of look at us as.
That's right, man. That's right. Well, tell me, man. Like, all right, so we got our last few minutes here with you, man, and I mean, I greatly appreciate all this information that you just putting out to everybody. I know everybody's gonna be able to use this. What are some last minute things that you would say, like, for an agent that's looking to build? What last minute advice would you give that particular person?
Last minute advice, man. First of all, I would say this: if you're struggling in the business, try to find you a coach or mentor. I skipped over that part. When I first got into business, I just felt that because I was in the business, in real estate, that
you was a real estate investor, man. I was an investor first too. We all think we know more in the industry.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, I was doing so good, making some money, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get my license and just kill it. But what I learned, man, is, like, again, you can't do it yourself, and why try to recreate the wheel? But that took me years to understand that. So I always like to share, like, if you ask any of the mentees that I work with, every experience we have is a learning experience. I don't care if it was good or bad. If it was good, great, because now I'm going to reiterate that what went well. If it was bad, that's cool. Let's learn from it and just build from there. So, having a coach and mentor early in your career is crucial, man. Like, that can really speed up your learning curve. when I first got into business, man, Google was my friend. Like I was just trying to figure out what can I take on buyer presentation? What can I do to, and it was spitting out all kind of generic stuff, man, like basic stuff. And I didn't have anybody that I can go and ask. And so finally, after several years, I got a coach and my business immediately shot off, man. It was amazing. Like the guy, my coach at the time, guaranteed me that he would triple my production, and he did it in less than 12 months. But because it was a system that I followed, I had the resources and I had the systems to avoid some of those roadblocks that agents without that experience are gonna go through for the most part. So having that coach and mentor early in your career is very important. Another thing I want to highlight is get started, man. That's a lot of people's, like you mentioned earlier, it's a you problem. All of us experience it. I experience it. I just told you all my vulnerability where I got the good ideas, but don't take it to the next step, right? So I put people around me that help me to take it to the next step. And so a lot of agents do that, man. They get here, they thought it was easy. They see it's a little bit more challenging than what they thought, and they just get stuck. They like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared to talk to the buyer or seller. I don't. And so, you have to get started, even if it's a small step towards your goals, a small step towards getting started in the industry, taking your exam or whatever you want to, whatever that next goal is. Get started, man. You got to do it. The smallest step matters. Like literally to see your business grow, that's a great feeling, man. When you can see, like I went from 1 or 2 clients to 10 clients to 20 clients. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a great feeling, but those are small steps. I didn't jump in going from 0 to 20. Oh, even though I got a course coming out, let me just do this plug, 0 to 100K in 12 months. So, but because I'm giving you insight and giving you the processes and steps and resources to get there, is possible. It's definitely possible. But if you don't have that, now you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fumble. You're gonna be scared to go to the next step just because it's the unknown. So get started, man. That's my word of advice. Get started. Get you a coach and mentor is crucial to grow. To getting started in your business and growing your business.
Love it, man. Love it, dude. Man, it's been a pleasure, man. Like, I mean, I know some people are gonna get a lot out of this interview right here. Once again, we do these every Thursday at 11 o'clock, where we're interviewing people that's killing it with the industry in order to provide value to the real estate agents that's looking to grow and build. If me and Morris, we're both open books. We're the same people, right? We're always willing to share. So if anybody wants to know more information about real estate in of itself, you can reach out to Morris. You can reach out to me. If you want to look to know what partnership look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got the agent builder shirt on. I would have wore the agent builder shirt. I didn't bring it, but
Man, we had a great time, man.
yeah, dude. I mean, it's probably one of the best times, within the group. But we just really are focused in on helping agents hit their goals. You know what I'm saying? So it's not our goals; it's helping them hit their goals. So,
Yeah.
like I said, reach out to Morris, ask him what stuff about real estate, what partnership looks like. You reach out to me, ask me what partnership looked like. We're both open book, and we're always willing to share. So. I appreciate you, man. Like 100%, dude. Like straight up. And I'm looking forward to our next event, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.